going to start on secular approaches to marriage. And on secular approaches to marriage, you will find out that there are different views in relation to traditional and Christian practices in marriage. So we don't draw a table. You can draw a table, but in the exam, you're not supposed to draw a table, because we are going to differentiate between African communities marriage and secular approach to marriage today. You can draw the table here, but in the exam, you're not allowed. You're just supposed to outline the differences. So we have the African community marriage, and we have the secular approach to marriage. That is secular approach to marriage today. So number one, in the African communities, marriage is a must. That is, everyone must undergo marriage in the African traditional society. Whereas in the secular approach to marriage, some people might decide not to marry. And they might decide not to marry for personal or social reasons. Polygamy is emphasized, or you can say polygamy is strongly emphasized in the African communities, whereas polygamy is shunned, or you can just say monogamy is emphasized in the secular approach to marriage. Monogamy is emphasized in the secular approach to marriage. Number 3, procreation. Procreation is the main purpose for marriage in the African communities. So the main purpose of people getting married in the African communities is in order to procreate. Whereas marriage is considered complete with or without children in the secular approach. So marriage is considered complete even without children in the secular approach today. Husband is the head of the family in the African community marriage. Husband is the head of the family in an African marriage. Whereas husband and wife are equal in a secular marriage. That is, they're equal partners. Wife and husband are equal partners in marriage, in the secular marriage. Number 5, there is collective choosing of a partner in an African marriage or in African community. Yes, there is choosing, or there is a collective choosing of a partner in an African community. So when you need a partner, everyone is involved collectively. And then in the secular marriage or secular community today, individual choosing of a partner is an individual affair. So you choose your own partner. Choosing a partner is an individual affair. In the African marriage, bride wealth is both social and religious. Bride wealth is both social and religious. That is the value of bread wealth is both social and religious. Whereas in the secular approach to marriage, economic emphasis is attached to bread wealth. What do we mean? We mean in the African marriage, the bread wealth is given because so that people can relate with the new family together, so that they can be able to know each other in the new families. And also it has a religious view. You are appeasing the gods. Whereas in the secular marriage today, it is only for money. You want to gain money from the bridegroom's side. Number 7. Qualities of a marriage partner are emphasized. Qualities of a marriage partner emphasized in an African marriage. Qualities of a marriage partner emphasized in the African marriage. For example, honesty, kindness, strength. Whereas in the secular marriage, external beauty, financial and social status are emphasized. Whereas in a secular marriage, external beauty, financial and social status are emphasized. Number 8, an African marriage is difficult to dissolve. It is difficult to dissolve, that is, it is permanent. It is difficult to dissolve, just say that. It's not easily to get a divorce or to get a separation. Whereas in the secular marriage, separation and divorce has risen. That is, it is the order of the day. Cases of separation and divorce have risen. Number 9, many children are a sign of blessings in the African marriage. Whereas in a secular marriage, few children are emphasized. And where we emphasize few children in the secular marriages because there are economic and social factors that should be considered. So many children are a sign of blessings in the African marriage, whereas few children are emphasized in the secular marriage today. Number 10, interethnic marriages are rare in the traditional African marriage. Interethnic marriages are rare. Whereas in the secular approach, interethnic marriages are common. So they are very rare in the communities, in the African community, because you're supposed to marry people from your own ethnic community. So intermarriages are rare. Interethnic marriages are there. Are very rare, whereas in the secular marriage, the practice is very common. And lastly, couples undergo steps to formalize a marriage in the African community. The couples undergo steps before formalizing their marriage. They undergo steps. For example, they are supposed to go under initiation. There is a betrothal and courtship. So they undergo steps in order to formalize their marriage. Whereas in the secular marriage, couples can cohabit. That is, they can live together in a sexual relationship without being married. That is what is referred today as what? Come we stay.